In Quick Guide 3, we showed you how BGuard works and how to use pull printing with a Brother BSI machine. If you haven't already, you should view Quick Guide 3 to understand how pull printing works and to add the virtual driver. In this guide, we'll show you how to use non-BSI machines with BGuard using a BGuard external device. There are versions that can read different types of security card and also versions with a screen to choose and manage print jobs. The external device has 2 network ports, so you do not need an extra network port near a printer. We'll show you how to 1. Install a delivery driver for the printer, 2. Configure a BGuard external device, 3. Link BGuard with the printer. The first thing we have to do is install a delivery driver for the new device. This is the same as adding a normal network printer. Click on Add a printer, add a local printer. The device will be on the network, so click on Create a new port and set it to standard TCP/IP port. Click Next. Now we enter the IP address of the non-BSI printer and click Next. Windows will then try to detect the driver model, and we have to specify the driver we're going to use. As in previous quick guides, I'm selecting a driver I downloaded from the BSI Solution Center. Click on Next and Next again. It requires a driver name. You can select your own. I'm calling it Delivery Driver External. Click on Next. It requests if we want to share the driver. We do not share this printer, as we already shared a virtual driver in Quick Guide 3. So check that Do Not Share This Printer is ticked. Click Next. The dialog box tells us that we have successfully added Delivery Driver External, and we will print a test page to check connection. This is the first step of the procedure complete. We now need to configure the external reader. Go to Start, All Programs, BGuard, External Device Manager. This configures the external card reader. Click on Settings and you see this screen. Here you see the IP address of the external card reader, and further down the screen we see the IP address of the server. This is the BGuard server. In this instance, it's 192.168.1.38. When you have set your IP, click OK. Now we have enabled communication between the controller and the BGuard software. Finally, we need to adjust the settings for the reader within the BGuard software. We click on Devices tab, then Add New. The Add New screen appears, and we check that device type is set to external. Printer type is BW black and white. Printer, we select the printer we're using the external controller on. In our case, Delivery Driver External. We then enter the external controller IP address, in our case 192.168.1.78. Click on Save. We see here that the external controller is showing as a device. To test, we can send a file from Notepad to the virtual driver and then authenticate at the printer to print out the file. Thanks for watching.